Let me see if everything is on. And yes, here we are. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. This is Simuverse. Then once again, we're starting the year with a podcast. Of course, that you saw me in other video games, but this year we'll try to do at least one podcast a month. Hopefully, it's more. But today we got a great guest. First time that we actually meeting each other, and well, usually I talk a bit with the guests before, but this time I did change the whole dynamic of it. So I don't know, Jack from Rakka right here. I know what I saw. I know that you guys don't probably know him, but this is Rakka from AstonishTV, one of the amazing communities around the content creation, and they do an amazing thing, which is having a spotlight every month, increasing not only the views of the streamer, but embrace him in the community, which is lovely. So, Raka, welcome in, and thank you so much for accepting my invitation and to reach out for a collab, which is amazing. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you? I'm glad to be
Uh,
here. This is my first
yes.
ever podcast.
Welcome in, then. Welcome in. Welcome to the madness. So, Ragged, tell me where, first of all, congrats on your logo. I love that art. Looks freaking
Thank you.
amazing. And when was the first time that you had the idea? Well, I'm going to jump on this content creation thing. I don't know. Why not?
Let's see. I first started streaming back in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 when you were able to stream on the game. Like way back when you had I think it was called was it called a HD PVR was the capture card? Like way
Oh,
before Elgato. Like
mm,
I've been in this for a minute.
yeah, I see that. Damn,
Yeah.
that's actually a long time. So it's about what? How many years you count active on
I want to
streaming now?
say 11. I
Oh,
want to say 11 going on 12 or 10 going on 11. It's up there. It's
well, it's
definitely up there.
almost as old or older than my kid. So congrats on. And what? It's true. It's true. My kid has 11, almost 12 this year actually. So how did you jump? What was the trigger to it?
What do you mean?
The trigger to start streaming, starting doing content.
I don't know.
What just?
I was playing Call of Duty and I, I just wanted to stream. I don't know. And the thing is, like, it was just like whatever. I'm gonna go live, see what happens, and that's pretty much it. And I think I streamed like probably like my first 6 or 7 years to like anywhere from 1 to 10 viewers.
Well, usually I think we all jump on that. So after these first few years of streaming, was it mainly Call of Duty, or what kind of games do you play more or the most?
It was Call of Duty all the way up until Infinite Warfare was my biggest, like, that was, like, my peak in as far as my COD career, and, I did, like, pub stomping where, like, you would come into it like, you would load into a game and you'd be getting nukes dropped on you by my team because we made the other team quit, and then you joined
Oh,
into the game and we're getting nuked as well. So, like, we had a lot of fun doing that, but then, Call of Duty cracked down big time on the business model of skill-based matchmaking.
yeah.
And nowadays COD, it's basically you feel like you're on main stage at an MLG event playing against Scumpy, if you know who that is.
Oh,
Um,
MLG back on the day of
yeah,
MLG
like
that
you know
sadly,
who Optic Scumpy is?
yes, of course.
Yeah. So like he's the person I consider as like the best all-time player of Call of Duty, but like um skill-based matchmaking is at that point in Call of Duty now where if I jump this much during a match or I drop shot this much during a match, I'm gonna play people that do the same exact movement. I'm gonna play the people that and nowadays, like, because I didn't play COD for years and I've been playing a little bit of it recently, and it feels like it feels terrible. It feels like I'm just getting slaughtered every game, and like a good game is 20 kills. A good
Oh,
game
okay.
back then was like 200 kills, you know?
Oh, wow. We're talking about the normal mode. Yeah. What is your intake now with the swarming of battle royale around Call of Duty, around Apex, even Fortnite, which was the not the first but the biggest maybe in most of gamers or new gamers that arrived on that.
I personally don't like, the battle royale, like, at all, because it's the way I see it, it is you take out a team, and then you're sitting there licking your wounds and trying to heal up, and another team comes in and just picks you off. It's the third party aspect of it. I don't like it at all.
So you're more going in, matchmaking, multiplayer madness, a
Yeah,
team versus team, or even player versus player in that
yeah.
basically.
But these days, not really. Like, my main game right now is Destiny 2, and I've been playing
Okay.
since Destiny 2 came out, and I'm big into the PvE aspect of it and, like, helping people complete raids and, Grandmaster Nightfalls and stuff like that. Basically, just teaching people the game, everything that I know, because I would say I'm above average at Destiny, not at PvP. PvP, I'm like average. That's because uh I swapped from controller to mouse and keyboard, and I've been on mouse and keyboard. I want to say almost 3 years, but I had to because I may or may not have gotten a little angry back in the day when I was playing COD and I was going for a triple nuke, which is, I believe that's 75 kills without dying.
Okay.
And I missed it because I made a really dumb mistake. And I got really mad, got up, turned around, punched my closet door, messed
Oof.
up my hand. And now right here, I have arthritis that developed in my hand right here. So
Oh.
what happens is when I'm playing the games, I'm super tense. Like I'm just extremely tense. So even with mouse and keyboard, I'm squeezing this freaking mouse.
Oof.
Like I am squeezing it. So with controller, I was squeezing the controller. And the reason that I do that and that I'm so intense with that, and it's actually an anxiety thing. I think it's PTSD pretty much
Okay.
because I was in Afghanistan for a year, and
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so ever since then, everything's kinda changed as far as that goes, but, like, my main game is, Destiny 2, and I love that game, but it is in a very bad state right now.
I think all the looter shooters are in a bad state. Everything that is live service nowadays, people just slam it. I was a player for Marvel Avengers and previous Division, the Division 2. I did my rounds on Destiny as well, but never caught my eye that much, which is people usually say, "Oh, but that's strange, Simo," because usually, people that are into live service looter shooters usually love Destiny. I was like, I don't know. I think it's not for me. But yeah, looter shooters was one of my main kind of games. So, what made you change from Call of Duty? Was the state of the game itself, or
It was
just
it was the skill-based matchmaking. I just got tired
okay?
of sweating all the time. Like, if I wanna play at a competitive level, then I should play comp. I should play, ranked play. Like, they have those modes for a reason. They have I think Game Battles actually just got shut down, but, like, they had Game Battles, they
Yeah,
had CMG, they had all these, like, websites that were for the competitive players, and then they make you feel like you're playing comp in a public match where you're literally just trying to relax and play the game and enjoy yourself, and you just can't. You can't. Um, so what made me fall in love with Destiny was the raiding aspect of Destiny, where you're doing a
okay,
6-player raid and you have to complete mechanics together, and everybody has to be in sync. There, you need the
okay.
communication, you need to understand the mechanics, and then you work together to complete the raid, complete all the encounters, and kill the boss, and then you get all your raid loot. And it was awesome. It was a great concept. Such a handsome silverback gorilla.
Love it. But by the way, Fallon,
Uh,
he took the patch off. I saw you putting the patch. I saw it and it took the patch off. Nah, nah, nah,
Oh
nah.
man.
Hey,
Um,
welcome X12.
the biggest thing that I've always enjoyed about the Destiny community is that is a very community oriented game. Is
True.
super community driven. Like right now, the Destiny community is doing a huge charity drive where they're trying to raise, I want to say what is it, 7 million or 1 million or something for iPads for kids.
Oh,
And so everyone's like setting up their own charity drives, and we actually have raised 7,000 for that so far and all the times that we've entered it. Um,
congratulations.
but
That's
like
amazing.
everyone's just working together to hit that one goal. And it's just like super, like everyone's just like in it and supporting each other. And it's just a very supportive community. And I've always enjoyed that. Um, but as far as how I made it playing Destiny, it was doing the whole service streaming aspect where, you know, I'm providing a service for the viewers and they're coming in, I'm carrying them through this event or through this activity or this activity, and then they're getting their loot because they weren't able to do it themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's actually how I got partnered on Twitch, because
Oh,
we went crazy. Like I was doing like 15 to 17-hour streams every single day,
ooh,
and it
beast.
it got really like, we got partner, and
Yeah,
I don't regret anything. Um, would
but it
I
was not easy,
grind that
right?
hard again? Absolutely not, because I was extremely unhealthy. I was in an unhealthy relationship at the
Okay.
time. I was unhealthy as far as like taking care of myself. Like I would literally do a 17-hour stream, go to bed, wake up, do another 17-hour stream.
Yeah,
I was eating like frozen meals. I wasn't actually eating good or anything. It was really, really unhealthy, and I don't
tough.
recommend anyone do it. And if
So
you are going to do something like that, you should definitely take care of yourself throughout those streams and stuff. But
you hear the man. You hear the man, guys. If you're planning to jump on content creation, guys, there's one thing that you got to know. And I was explaining that to my kid. As you can see, I actually have the pet to partner unlocked, and I applied twice. I wasn't successful, and I was saying, okay, perfect. It happens. It's all there. So it's still open, but it was yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, I was talking with my kid about it because, as every 11-year old, the dream is what? Let's play games for money. You know, it's like a big thing on his head, and the kids' era of digital. It's, well, I want to be a player, makes a lot of money. And I was explaining, listen, the amount that I make early in this year and yearly on 2023, I'm I wouldn't say a one percenter, but I'm close to that. So do not think this is easy. And like you said, and this is very important to put out there, is the fact that you stream a lot of hours, you eat badly, you had to put that extra effort on 17, 18 hours providing a service, because if you don't provide a service on Twitch nowadays, it's going to be hard. And your example, it's amazing, because even after, and you said it in the beginning, prior to that, a few years, you've been streaming for 1 to 10 viewers, which we know that it's not that much. Still is very good, guys. Don't get discouraged. That's really, don't get discouraged, because
yeah,
if there are people that making, you can make it too. It's not guaranteed. One of the questions that I saw earlier when somebody sent me a message to ask is, why partners nowadays feel, the majority of the partners nowadays feel like they are underperforming on Twitch. You don't have to answer this question, but I thought it was very interesting, because I have a few friends that are partner, and I see other partners raging about like 50 to and even less average. What do you think about that? What happened? Is it was the game? It was a situation? What's your intake on that?
this actually happened to me.
Okay.
This is actually I am part of that category. I was averaging, I want to say 150 to 170 viewers back in those days that I got partnered. And
Hmm.
then I stopped doing the service streaming and people were not for it. They went to other service streamers and
Okay.
we now average, I want to say like 48 to 50 now. So, but we're still pushing. We don't give up.
And
We never give up.
exactly, and keep going because I think you guys do an amazing job. And like you guys said there, check Astonish TV. It's the whole team, if you want to call it that, or maybe let me rephrase this. That's the family, okay? Because I see Rakka and I see the amazing posts that Astonish does. You and the rest is like a family. I see that as a family from outside, which is very important, I think, to other streamers. Thank you so much, Dark. To other streamers, I think, or other people in communities, it's really awesome to see, as I see it. Hopefully, everyone sees the same as a family. Do you consider yourselves as a family? Because you are a big crew. I know that it's a big crew on Astonish TV. Of course, that you are have your core, but is that core formed as family?
So, Astonish is very community driven, and I will tell you a lot about Astonish here in a little bit. But it's something I wanted to because I was talking about it, then I somehow went over here, and then I was over here and over here, and I was like,
It happens. Don't worry. Feel
ADHD is
free.
great, right? Um,
Exactly.
so
Don't
the
worry. We all
thing
have a
about
family.
me back in the day doing the carries and doing the service streaming and everything, I had actually I have to show you this. So there is a raid encounter in um in a raid called Vault of Glass in Destiny 2. And there's a boss called Templar and we were doing it on the master version. And for that master version you get a weapon called Time Lost Fatebringer.
Okay.
This was a very sought after weapon in the game. In one season, myself and my incredible community. My community is actually completely different than what it was then. Um, but a lot of the people, some of them are still here, but we had a whole like system where we had the Discord. We would bring 2 people in. I would have 3 helpers. It's a six-man activity. I would have 3 helpers. We'd bring 2 people in. We would kill the boss. One person on my team would leave and go to another checkpoint. They would invite us, and they would already have the next 2 people in the next checkpoint, and we would kill the boss again. And we did this over and over and over and over for an entire season, and we helped 6,000 people
Oh
get
my
their time
god.
lost Faybringer. So I reached out to Metaguns, if you've ever heard of them,
No,
on
actually no.
Twitter.
But
Um, what they do is they create like 3D models of weapons from video games and stuff. And they created this Fatebringer for me and put my logo on it. And they actually sent it to me for free. I was gonna buy it. I was like, dude, I just want this to just for
exactly.
an
It's
accomplishment.
just
And they sent it
exactly.
to me for free. Check this out.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Look at the art there. That's
Dude,
amazing.
this
It
thing
looks
is awesome,
awesome.
man.
That is
The thing
awesome.
comes out and everything. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
It's amazing. It's my
That's
colors. It has my logo on it.
that's amazing.
But there was a so there was that's how we got partnered, just doing all that, doing all the helps and everything. Um and then like talking about the unhealthy aspect of the grind to that point, how
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, or I recommend at least taking breaks and eating good and taking care of yourself. When I started Astonished, the first person that we rated, his name is Anaki, and he's a gym head. He loves
Okay.
the gym. And I
I
reached
should do
out
the
to him
same.
after we did this raid because the first raid felt incredible. I was like, "Oh my god, look what we just did. Like this is amazing." You know? And I reached out to him and he set me up with a workout plan. And I
Oh,
don't go to the gym. I never went to the gym. I was always just tall and skinny, low confidence, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And 2 years ago, when we started Astonish, we rated him and he set me up with this plan. I decided I'm going to do this. And I started going to the gym. I was 160 pounds at 6'2". Okay. I
Okay.
am now
So it's like,
220 pounds at 6'2".
oh,
Yo,
oh,
dude, I have changed so many things in my life for the better to be more healthy, and I do not regret any of it.
there you
I
go,
highly
guys.
recommend everybody take care of yourself,
There you go.
you know?
And see,
Um,
you can be a community, have your own community project, side project. You can have your own stream, and well, you can still get healthy stuff to do. Don't let this kind of life consume you entirely because it's draining.
yeah,
In this part of your life, this streaming aspect of your life, what is your biggest fears as a content creator?
everyone stop supporting me, and we
Okay.
just crash and can't pay our bills after putting 12 years into this, you know?
Yeah.
That's the fear right there. That is the fear. But I had a large group of people that I did not realize wanted to see me succeed as bad as they really do, and I was oblivious to it. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, we wanna see you change this. We wanna see this. We wanna see 2024 be your year." And they told me about all these things, like things I talk about on stream that I shouldn't, um, things that I can improve, like widgets I can add to the stream to make things more interesting. Just so many. I have a freaking list. I have a huge list of things that I'm going to be doing for 2024. And
You hear it first. No, I'm
and
just kidding.
I started putting some of these things into play, and people have absolutely loved it. We now have a schedule, so I make a weekly schedule and throw it out, and we got the Monday through Sunday schedule, 8 p.m. Eastern. We actually moved the streams back 2 hours because when I got partnered, that was COVID era.
Yeah, it's way
It's
different.
not
It's not
COVID
the
era
same.
anymore.
Exactly. It's way,
So
way
I moved it
different.
back to 8. So we do 8 to 4 every night. We're even taking a day off like every week or two, usually two. And during that day off, I actually go in and try to find new ways to improve my stream. I go in and edit TikToks. I've been posting TikToks daily for the last I think I'm going on 4 months. Like I've been sticking to it.
Okay,
Um
that actually was one of my questions, but you just jump on it, which is great. Yeah, you make my job very easy right now. Thank you so much for that. So, beside that, of course, in all these projects that we will come to that if you want to disclosure, what's your main source of outside Twitch, of course, what's your main source of viewers or your intake of viewers that you get from other platforms? And do you recommend any other platform to, just call more people onto your stream?
I'm going to be honest, man. I have been streaming wrong this entire time. I've been clicking go live and that's it. That's not enough.
Exactly.
Chat, that is not enough. You can't just click go live and expect everything to just happen because you grind, because you do. It, it was a specific thing that I kind of got. I don't want to say I got lucky because I got really good at doing GM carries and stuff like that in Destiny, and I got really good at the game, and it took years to get good at the game. But like, you can't do service streaming in all games,
Oh,
and
true,
that's
true.
how I got partnered. A lot of people get partnered in the Destiny community, and they do the service streaming thing. And that like I've seen like 3 or 4 people in the last like 6 months get partnered, and they're all service streamers. Whether they're carrying in trials, which is PvP,
Yeah.
or they're carrying in raids and GMs and stuff. That's pretty much all there is in Destiny to do. Um, there's very few people that got partnered because they're just entertaining. So I've been doing it wrong this whole time. I actually did a lot of research the other night, and I was watching a lot of videos, and I was watching a streamer named, do you know who Ludwig is?
Yeah, Ludwig, of course.
I was watching Ludwig. I never knew about this guy, and I was watching a video of him talking about, before you stream, watch this video. And it was like an hour video, and I watched the whole
Dang.
thing. And the way that he broke everything down, it made so much sense. I'm just clicking go live, and he even said, if you're grinding, just grinding, doing the 8-hour streams every night,
Not gonna work.
it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time.
It
One of
makes
his big
total
things he
sense.
touched on, you cannot grow overnight on Twitch. Your VODs will be taken down in 60 days. Nobody even looks at VODs.
Yeah, that's true.
The algorithm for your discoverability on Twitch is terrible.
Not
So
even
the
your
most
shorts now. Not even your shorts
The
now.
most successful streamers started with content creation and then streamed to the community that they built.
Yeah,
When you make a video, it can go viral overnight.
true.
When you stream, you can't go viral overnight.
Oof, that's almost impossible to achieve, no doubt about it.
So what I'm going to be looking into is, trying to learn how to do video editing.
Mhm.
Do you know who Josh Barracks is?
No, just Barrett.
Josh Barracks is a streamer that, well, he's not a streamer. I mean, he is a streamer. But
the
like
creator.
when I
Yeah.
first came to Destiny 2, I watched him. He averaged like 10 viewers, and I was just supporting him since then. I've been supporting him since then. Last night, I'm not even kidding. Last night I was looking at TikTok, and he came up and he was doing an ad for QuickBooks.
Oh, frick.
He was doing an ad for QuickBooks. He came up and he was doing an ad for TikTok. Their
Oh
little
my.
promote feature that they got.
Yeah.
He is that big now. He has 1 million on TikTok now. He has 750,000 on YouTube.
Yeah, that's it.
I screenshotted that ad and I messaged him. I didn't think I was going to get a reply, to be honest. And I was like, dude, I'm so proud of you. You have absolutely killed it. You've been working so hard and you deserve everything that's coming your way. And he immediately replied and he
That's
said,
amazing,
thank you.
man.
You inspired me.
Oh.
He told me that
Oh.
I inspired him.
It's like
yeah.
the feelings just go all over
Yeah.
the place, right?
Yeah,
Dude, that's amazing.
The dude's amazing, man. He's absolutely amazing. And he was telling me that the days of posting 2 to 3 videos a day on TikTok to tap into the algorithm, those days are over.
Yeah, now
He
he
said
doesn't
now
need it.
you post 3 to 4 days a week and you're good.
Yeah.
And you just put time into your videos and good quality into your videos and it will pick up.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, because you already have kind of the algorithm and the public that can drive you up without minimum effort.
Yeah, you can be sleeping. You
You
can be
can-
sleeping
exactly.
and your video gets 100,000 views and you've gained like 10 people that are loyal to you and they're fans of your work and they're
And
like,
that's it.
"Man, I wonder
That's
if
the
he's going to
start.
stream." And then you're like, "Hey, by the way, we stream on Twitch."
There you
Boom,
go.
you got 10 viewers.
Yeah.
Just like
that's it.
that.
And
Just
then
like that.
actually really important. Even for YouTube, it's kind of the same reason now, because you got the shorts now, and the shorts can blow up immediately, and then, well, it's a different kind of thing than TikTok, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
Because most of the people that watch your shorts on YouTube usually don't watch your long format content. So it's
But if you make really good long form content, they'll watch your
very
shorts.
well. I remember that back on my previous alias, which was FK Flavius King. I was the owner of FKNA as well. I actually had videos on Marvel Avengers that I was featured. Well, actually, this is one of my, not only this, but the jacket it's inside, but this is from the game. I have a jacket, I have 2 sweatshirts, I have the collection edition that they did send to me, because I was doing the same that you did in Destiny. But I had the time. I was working at home every single day. I could be playing offline without being like live, and doing the live service offline, upload the video that I remember my first video on Marvel Avengers hit an astonished. That's the pun right here. Around 45K views, and I was like, I had not even 500 subscribers back then, and I was like, oh, amazing. Well, sadly, that channel was over terminated by me, and because I was hacked and I couldn't recover it, it was so. What I did, I rebrand and I restarted, and now I'm having fun again with the all of this. One of the things that I actually want to ask about the management, you don't have to disclose it, but managing a lot of people in within the community as a streamer, what is your biggest issue or difficulty on that? Because the community is
with
big.
with Rakka
Managing,
or with Astonished?
well, I see that you divide too, but well, for example,
Because
Racket.
I'm not managing anyone really for Rakka.
Okay.
I still do helps. I do them a little bit.
Okay.
I've been venturing a little bit into variety. I've been playing some COD Zombies and I played some Elden Ring, which I had never played a Souls game before. That was actually really fun, but I kind of gave up when I got to the boss, the final boss. I couldn't get him, and I was like, "All right, I'm done with this game."
Yeah, I can't. I
But
can't. I can't. I had.
but
Sorry to interrupt you, but
I
it's the thing.
with the as far as like managing, the closest to management I get with Raka is I still do helps, and I have some really good players that are interested in helping, and I message them like a little questionnaire thing that says like what days are you available next week, what times are you available on those days, and then based on what they fill out, I build my schedule around that. So I
Okay.
build my schedule around their schedule so that they're not waiting on me,
No,
or
that's
that they are waiting on me, that I'm not waiting on them, you
okay.
know? So I do that, and that. But as far as management, I don't really like I said, dude, I just click go live, and that's where I've been messing up. You can't just click go live and expect something to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, people will come in and they might like your personality and they might like you and they might be like, "Man, I'm going to stay supporting this person because I do have people that have been supporting me for years." But that is the slowest way to grow. Like if you're trying to get big, that is not the way. You have to make content on other platforms. You have
Okay.
to.
So, do you use a lot of Twitter to increase your reach on Draka,
I'm
or
gonna be honest. I don't know what I'm doing on Twitter. Like
nobody,
I got
nobody
a lot of
does.
research and a lot to learn. I'm gonna
Nobody
be honest,
does.
dude. I'm telling you, I've been doing it wrong for so long that it feels just normal. Like, all right, it's 8 o'clock. Go live. Hey,
Live.
what's up, guys? Let's play the video game. That's it. Like that's it. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I have my viewers and my community think I have a great personality and a great aspect on everything, but like again, we're growing extremely slow.
Okay.
So if I'm going to get back to that
Point.
150 viewers or even higher, 500, 1,000 viewers, I
Yeah.
have to build
Why not?
somewhere else. And you can build on Twitter, and you can build on TikTok, and you can build on Instagram, and you can build on YouTube. You can build on all these things. And even with YouTube, if you build on YouTube, you can just go live on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
And
That's good.
boom, all your guys are right there. They don't have to go to another website. They don't have to go make an account somewhere. They're already there. Boom.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
don't need
"Oh,
to go
I
to
like
another
this guy's
platform.
content. He's streaming? Okay." Boom. And then they get to meet you. Streaming is supposed to be a fun thing. And for most
Sure.
people, it seems like it's a pretty stressful thing. Man, I'm not making enough money. Man, I don't have enough viewers. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you those thoughts go through my head all the time.
Okay.
Like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay my bills. Oh man, my viewers are lower than they were yesterday. Oh man, I used to have 150 viewers. Now I only have 40. Oh man, tonight it's really slow. I have 10 viewers. Oh man, chat's dead. Like, But if you make content on these other platforms, then it will just come. These are people that aren't coming to your stream for these are people that aren't meeting you for the first time. These are people that watched your content and were like, "I like this guy. And he's streaming? I'm in." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
actually
It's
not.
crazy. I
It's
can't
the
believe I'm
best.
just now learning this stuff 11 years later, man. It sucks.
No,
Uh,
that's true. After 11, and I've been on this actually business. If you want to tell you, I have my day-to-day job. I don't do this full time. I do this as an hobby, and I love it to do it as an hobby. So here we are. It's Saturday. It's 11:37. I woke up at 6 a.m. almost today, which is crazy, and here I am. And tomorrow I'll wake up at 8 a.m. again to do other things in my life. Monday I'll be working from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it's kind of hard when people ask me, "Oh, but you do stream other and you work 8 hours, 5 days a week?" And I said, "Yeah, I do some content." Are you a content creator? Far from it, dude. Far from it. I enjoy to do this. That's the truth. I don't do
yeah.
this as a full time. As a full time streamer, I you already said that the fear is how can I pay my bills if this doesn't go right?
Yeah.
And nowadays we see a lot of people going with it because COVID happened, so there was an increase of viewers, there was an increase of revenue, and to be fair, we know how Twitch works with revenue, so it's not the easiest way around to pay the bills unless you have a good community behind, which I believe it's the case. It's a lot of years now, so but do you, for example, I don't want to know numbers and stuff, but is it a struggle sometimes for a partner on Twitch right now? Is it a struggle to get to the end of the month?
It has been for me a few times. Yeah.
So yeah, chat.
And the thing is, it's not like I just started streaming and I'm like, "Oh man, this if I can't do this, I can't pay the bills." Like if I was new to it, I would be like, "Okay, I'm just going to have to go get a job." Like
Yeah,
it's it's not that I don't want to go get a job. It's not that I want my career to be content creation and streaming. I've been doing it for 11 years. So when you get that far into it and you have that much experience behind it and you've gone through so much stuff,
that
the
you want
fear
the
is way
reward, right?
stronger then.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because we definitely want to build a brand because you are a brand, right?
Oh, who's that?
Oh,
Hi.
blew the sticker again.
You brought me food.
Oh, lovely. See
Sorry,
there.
guys. I'm hungry, man.
You
Hey,
eat.
I told you about
You
the
eat
gym
it.
journey, bro. I gotta eat.
You eat. That's good, man. Keep going. Nothing can stop you. Keep going. So, do you see yourself in a few years, as streaming in other platform? Not gonna name the
Yes.
platforms.
Yes, because this year a lot is going to change. We're going to have content on YouTube. We're going to have content on TikTok. I don't think my community is safe for TikTok, to be honest. Like you can get banned so easily on there, and
That's true.
the crazy stuff that my community says and does the little I have like voice changer
Tricks.
things where they can donate
Oh,
bits. Like they'll
okay.
donate like 50 bits and then send a message in someone else's voice, like a narrator's voice or uh what's his name? Oh my god. Morgan Freeman voice,
Morgan Freeman voice.
or
Okay.
whatever, right? And they do some crazy stuff on there that next day I'd be banned on TikTok. So like I probably not TikTok, but like YouTube for sure. I think Twitter is doing streaming now, and I honestly
Yeah, we're
think
live
that
on Twitter as well, by the way, guys. So if you want to check Rakka on Twitter, we're
I
live
don't
on
know
Twitter as
much
well. Neither do
about
I.
Elon, but I'm pretty sure that he could compete with Twitch at some point. I think he could. That dude can do anything. Like,
I think the will that that dude has makes him doing a lot of things. That's what I think. I think that
mhm,
he is able to do things. Like him or not, that's my point of view on
yeah,
him. He can do things.
yeah.
So
Um,
that's perfect.
so I know you didn't ask this question, but I feel like I definitely need to tell you this. Actually, let
Go.
me ask you: have you read the twit longer on my post on my Twitter?
No, I
Have you
didn't,
looked into
but
that?
let's open it and see.
Yeah.
Where do you have that? Is it the no? This is the
Says
Destiny
to the
community.
Destiny
Oh,
community.
there you go. Reads. Okay, let's read. This site can provide a secure. Come on, I don't care. Why don't you let me open this? Oh, I can't help. I can open it. Says that I'm not going to secure. This site can. I might be on my
Well, I
end.
can explain to you what it is.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So, oh damn, it doesn't open for me. What?
See,
Is it gone?
it probably is.
Oh no. I mean, it's fine. This was years ago. But I have a tip. I have a big tip for anyone that's getting into streaming, anyone that does stream.
Let's go. Send it out there.
When these toxic, super toxic people come in and they come in and harass you and they make alts and they say racist stuff and don't no, don't feed into it. Do not feed into it. I fed into it. You want to know what
Same,
happened? A
same
lot.
here.
A
Same
lot of
here.
things happened and it was very bad and I almost quit.
Yes. I'm going to tell you that, and then it's great that you actually bring this up. Back in 2021, probably early 2020. No, late 2021, early 22. It was a bad place for me as a streamer and the people that actually jump around on my Twitch and YouTube and stuff accompanying that journey, which I was excomungati, like persona non grata on actually the community that I helped build with. Like Marvel Avengers was a big community because well, it's Marvel and people jumped in the game like crazy. The game started to go downfall, and I had that podcast, and I was like, oof, the things that people said, and I fed that, and I just kept giving reasons, and well, long story short is I was the bad guy. I was the persona non grata. I People said I said A, B, and C never came to proofs. I was accused of having view botting. I was accused of buying A, B, C, and three, and that messed me up. I spent 6 months without opening a live stream, and so I feel what you're saying, and that's true. So 33 DV, the biggest regret you have as a streamer, Rakka.
That one, which is what I was actually going to tell you about. So, somebody said the M word in my chat
Oh,
and I was like, I don't like racist, but
yeah, you
and I
just.
just gave him this big reaction. And it turned into some really bad stuff. Um, we had all the alts being made and you know this that whatever there was a it was the Shadowkeep reveal for Destiny 2 and
Yeah,
the developers were on the camera. They were streaming in front of 200,000 viewers. They were streaming and playing the game and showing everyone like all the new features and stuff. And they got a clan invite. And when you got a clan invite back in the day, it would pop up on the bottom of your screen.
okay,
And they got a clan invite. Uh, and my name used to be Rakka HD at this
okay.
point. And they got a clan invite from I don't remember who it was from, but it was two, and the name of the clan was Rakka HD Hangs.
Oh,
in front of 200,000 viewers. Do you know Games Done Quick?
Yeah.
Games Done Quick had 400,000 viewers, and they were doing a Last Wish raid speed run. And one of the people that was on the speedrunning team got an invite to the same thing.
Oh my god.
Then they were making all the alt accounts. They were making threats. At one point, I was doing a charity stream, and I got a knock on my door, and it was right after somebody said "knock knock" in my chat. And I went to the door, and there was nobody there.
Oh my.
And it was weird because before that, they said a name. I'm not going to say the name, but they said a name at your door in 5 minutes. And 5 minutes later, I get a knock at my door.
Yeah.
And so we had like all that crazy stuff going on. Then they were sending me pictures of my house. They were sending pizza deliveries. They started, what really ruined my shot in the Destiny community back then when they did this was I was playing with a lot of really big like names in the Destiny community, and they liked me as a creator, and they were playing with me. They were rating me, and these whoever they were, they started going into these channels and with bots and spamming that Rocket HD is doing cheap garden recovs. You know what a recov is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they said he was doing cheap garden recovs. Come to this channel, twitch.tv/RockHD. So as they were doing this to hundreds of streamers, people from these streamers' channels were coming in and calling me a piece of crap for sending bots to their channels as if all they had to do was look at my stuff and be like, oh, why would this guy jeopardize his career? Also, he's not doing recov. He's not even doing garden. He's doing something else. He's doing GMs, and it said garden cheap recovs or whatever. So every single day, I would get on and I would have at least 20 people in my stream in a couple hours just demoralizing me for sending these bots that I was not sending. And I'll never forget it. Do you know who Dado is?
No.
Dado is one of the biggest YouTubers in Destiny. Like I think he's got like 2 or 3 mil.
Okay.
He came in my stream and he was like, listen here, man. There were words that were said. I'm not going to say what they were, but like he was frustrated, and the bots came into his channel and he did the same thing. I can't believe you're doing this type, energy. And I was like, dude, for one, holy shit, it's Dado, right? And then for two, dude, I got to explain to you like what's going on here. It's terrible. And he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. And then he gifted me 10 subs and left. So I'll never forget that moment.
That's great. Well,
but like they pushed me to the point where I was like, you know what? I got a birthday stream tomorrow. And if this birthday stream is not an absolute banger, like if my community does not come together tomorrow, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
and they did. Man. They did come together. It was amazing. And guess what I did?
For all the community.
Then I hit my community up and was like, you know what? Let's try something. Let's just start fresh. What do you guys think of me starting a new channel? And starting to do like, carries and stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. So we became Rakka GG.
Okay.
GG, good game. Right?
Yeah, good game.
It's a good vibe, like type of.
Yeah, it's thing, good game. Right? No, it's not that good, by the way, guys. It's not.
And we got freaking partnered.
And
we went through all of that, and then the next year got partnered. So the fact that we could do that after going through that much pain and that much hate and that much harassment and everything, that says a lot. I think that says a lot about me as a streamer and as a person.
And it says a lot of your community as well. So congrats.
Unfortunately, partner doesn't mean anything anymore, but
well.
I don't know, man. It's just a check. I don't even like look. I don't even use the check mark anymore. It's not even on there. I don't even have it.
I know. I actually saw it and I'm like, Well,
Yeah.
well, to be honest, and this was one of my questions that will eventually always pop up is how is Twitch for his partners? Because I have a theory, and I'm very mean with that theory. And I'm sorry to all the partners that are in the same, well, in the same position as Rakka as well. And well, my question is, in my observation on it, I had a few disputes over Twitter about this because I stick for what I believe and I don't shut up, and then problems happens. Which usually is that it's like that. I don't feed into things, but if I have an opinion, a strong opinion, and I explain my opinion, you don't tell me to STFU. It's like you can tell me, but I will continue to speak about it. So a
Hmm.
few months ago, I wrote a Twitter saying, "Well, Twitch, as big as you are, there is a problem that I still seeing. Why you keep for years your partnership application with the same standards, and now there are and not removing, of course, the will and the work that those streamers did. Rekka did, Duck Plague, which is a close friend of mine, did that, but and in others like Kostadinov and a lot of friends that I have are partner nowadays. And I told on that tweet, why don't you just review those partners? And that conversation actually came back again when there was the old thing of the guy saying, oh, Twitch is not profitable. I was like, if it's not profitable, it's because you're not managing the partnership good. So why don't you put people in a 3 months or 6 months, I wouldn't say probation, but to see if their channels achieve what is right for your partnership, and low down the standards to, I don't know, 50, but they need to maintain this 50, and then you give a bigger percentage to them, and probably will be better for you. Of course, I had all the aid from all the Twitch partners ever existed. I was like, well, guys, it's true. You've been averaging 20, 25, which is all good. It's a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. For me, I think 20, 25 people watching your stream or listen to what you want to say, it's great. But you are a partner and you are now averaging 25 and 20. And then our amazing streamers that I know, and I'm not talking about me because I do this part time. I don't care. It's like if I'm streaming for 10 or I'm streaming for 100, I don't care. It's like, yeah, great, perfect. Let's have fun. But there are amazing streamers that average 35 to 50 and 55 and 60s and don't get opportunities like that. What is your take on that? Would you rather to have a new partnership structure that really helps partners and streamers, or just keep going as this ocopocus, buggers, fairy dust shenanigans that Twitch do?
I would it's funny, the 75 actually doesn't get you partner. It just
No,
gets you the
true,
application.
true,
You have to
exactly.
average like 100 to 120 on top of that, and that's without raids. The
And
raids don't
without
count.
third parties and
I
so
think
on and
that
so forth.
partners should get more advantages. I think they should get more perks, and I
There you
think
go.
that the partner thing, yeah, I think it could be dropped to like 60. And then like as far as like, as far as the application, like 60, and then have it be like 80, where that's where they're like, man, I think they deserve partner,
Yeah.
right? Um, and then the partner plus thing, that's really weird, but I don't know. I'm not even close to that, but yeah.
Well, Partner Plus, it's based on, as I was reading, it's based actually on subs, right? You get
It is
X amount
based
of
on sub
subs,
points.
sub points. So another thing is, of course, the split revenue on that, which is crazy.
70/30, I believe. It goes from
Yeah,
50/50 to 70/30.
yeah. Which is not bad, to be honest. I know they have a lot of costs to just here. They are not earning anything with me. The truth is that because I disabled the ads for this, so they are not actually earning anything. with this stream, you
Wait,
know.
did you said you disabled ads?
Oh yes, my
I
ads
got
are.
an ad
Oh, you got.
wow
Oh, you
during the stream. Yeah,
mother
it was near
freakers.
the beginning. Yeah, they'll do them anyways. You think you're disabling, but they'll do them.
Oh, you bastards!
It,
But
you know what? You know what? I was doing the ad. You know the ad. What is it called? Ad
stuff. Yeah, yeah,
incentives that they
yeah,
give
yeah,
you. I was
yeah.
doing that at the beginning, and it was actually pretty awesome. And I would always do like either 2 or 3 minutes. But
Okay.
now they've gotten so greedy that the minimum is 4 minutes and the max is like 8 minutes. Who wants to play 8 minutes of ads every hour?
No one. No
And
one.
I guarantee you, there's streamers doing it.
No, no, don't get me wrong. We had this thing now with the drops, the all drops thing, because of people putting an image, selecting the category of the game, and they receive drops for that game. And of course, people want
Yeah,
that extra things and the ad revenue of that. And I'm not gonna lie, I did it, and if I can, I will continue to do it. I don't care. It's like they roll up VODs on top of VODs on top of VODs like a live and get, listen, my last month in December, I just stack up in ad revenue around 4K because I'm a Ubisoft partner and I run the ads almost at the maximum. So it's a lot per hour, but I was giving drops to people.
yeah.
So, but they came to a conclusion that that was what they call it drop. Oh, let me check this out. I think I have this. They call it drop farming, and now it's illegal to do it.
Mm,
So I agree with that, although I did it because it was possible. Now I can't do it anymore and I won't do it. But when it was possible, yes, because it was my gameplay. I was playing the game either way, but I'll do it a loop and restart the game again. So I finished the game in one set and restart the game again. And then
yeah.
finished, restart, and sometimes in the middle to rest, of course, I put the VOD going. So now you can't do that. You need to be live to do that. So I think it was a good measure in that case because if they are not profitable, they need to do that. That's true.
So I would actually let's flip this podcast around. Let me ask the
Let,
question.
oh,
All right. So, hey, so I actually curious. So now I really do want to talk about Astonish Trust. I want to talk about
let's
Astonish. It is
go.
the
Let's
most
go.
proud thing that I've ever done. It is my pride and joy. It is absolutely the most amazing thing and has the most potential. And people just, not a lot of people see it yet, but they will. Um,
Let's
Let
go.
me ask you, what do you think Astonished is based on
Well,
what you've seen?
Well, everything that I saw, and I told you in the beginning, close to the beginning of the podcast, is I see it from the outside because I've been checking Astonished maybe for a few months, I did check you 1 year in something ago for the first time, and I think I followed you on Twitter, not on Twitch, but I did follow you on Twitter for a bit now. Everything that I saw about Astonished, it was like a family. It's not a streaming. I checked the website. It's not a streaming team. It's not it. It seems like a family, individuals that actually help each other throughout. It's not a follow for follow. It's not a sub for sub. It's not a view for view kind of thing, but it's a family that has its core because every family has its core. And then you have subcores attached like a cell there, and you all get together, do something amazing for streamers, and that's what actually I see it, a family that helps each other and try to help others as well. And for me, as an outsider, I find it very appealing. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Okay. Let
You
me just
like
tell
my
you this.
accent?
Let me just tell you the story. All right.
Perfect.
So 2 years ago, my buddy comes to me and he says, what if we take your community and we raid streamers and just give them like a huge raid, like where everyone's actually actively there. And then we try to, after the raid, we try to support the streamer and try to push their content and try to push them to a whole nother level. And out of that, we got a mission statement or like a slogan as we empower and push streamers to their full potential. That is what we do. We value the streaming community and want to encourage those streamers to continue to push their goals and beyond. By giving back, we can turn a negative into a positive. As we talked about before, Twitch does not have a very good algorithm or any discoverability at all. So what happens is we have a scouting team, okay? And they follow an SOP based on, you know, what we're looking for in the streamers that we're scouting for.
Makes sense.
And we want to get streamers that our community is going to enjoy watching and maybe even support. Okay? So we find these streamers, our scouts put them in a list, they figure out which one deserves it the most, and then that is the person that we raid. When we first started doing raids, we did them every 2 weeks. It was pretty exhausting.
It is.
Then we went to once a month, and now we are at our final stage of we do one big raid every 2 months.
Okay.
So basically, whoever's number one on that list, I reach out to their mods to make sure that they have everything prepared. And I'm like, hey, and it's always weird. They're like, who is this guy? He's like messaging me about a opportunity for a streamer I support. Like, it's always weird. But so far it's been fine. I got blocked by one before. But we got through it and fixed it.
Yeah, of course.
But we reach out to the mods, make sure they got everything squared away. You know, spam protection is off. They have all their their God forbid that a hate raid ever comes in with one of our raids.
Oh yeah.
You know, they have all the precautions ready. So we do that, and then we go live for 30 minutes. And I have networked with so many streamers in the Destiny community, and I've got them on board with Astonished. There's like, I want to say there's like 6 different partners that participate, and we go live on the Astonished channel for 30 minutes. So like last night, we went live at 8:30.
Together, yeah, it's
and between
really
8:30 and 9 o'clock, all these streamers raid in. They raid and they raid and they raid, and we build up a huge viewership. Last night, 342 viewers is what the final count was.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
amazing.
Then we took those 342 viewers, got them extremely excited, and when I say excited, like I was screaming. All my neighbors heard me. There's no way they didn't. Like, you guys this is gonna be crazy. Are you guys ready? Are you guys excited? Let's do this. And then I'm like, you don't have to do anything. Like, all you have to do is just be hype. Spam emotes. Spam the Astonished emotes. Spam your emote. Whatever. Just go crazy in the chat. Astonish raid, Astonish raid, Astonish raid, Astonish raid. Astonish the streamer. And then people will decide, like, well, I want to astonish them on another level. I want to give them 100 subs. I want to give them 10,000 bits or whatever, right? And they usually make a decent amount of money on one of those raids. So we go in. We raid them with all those communities that came in during that night, during that 30-minute period. We raid them and we astonish them because they have no idea it's coming. It comes in and they're like,
oh my gosh,
what the hell is that? And you just see chat just flying, and then notifications, and then some of them have those emote things where when you put the emotes, they explode on the screen and you can't see anything. And it's just, dude.
Astonished.
Oh my God. Dude, it is a beautiful thing. It is an absolutely beautiful thing. And that is where the name comes from. We astonish that streamer because they freaking deserve it. They have been busting their butt. They have a schedule. They have a camera. They have good quality audio. They take it serious. And our scouts are in there on their alt accounts for weeks learning about this streamer. They go in, they go check their social media platforms to make sure that they're not, posting crazy stuff. They make sure that this is a streamer that absolutely deserves it. So we do that. That is our process to finding that streamer. Okay. So once we find that streamer, we astonish the streamer. They get the big raid of hundreds of people just going crazy in their chat. And they usually sit above 100 viewers for the next like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
And they get to meet some, they get a chance to showcase themselves like, "Hey, this is me and this is what I'm about. If you like me, and hang out." And they
Yeah.
usually, believe it or not, they actually get like a couple people from our community like, "I like this guy. I'm going to keep supporting him."
Exactly, because it's a
So they
lot of
get that
people.
exposure. Twitch
Yeah.
couldn't do that.
Yeah,
Twitch
that's
couldn't do
true.
that. So after we do the astonishing raid, I reach out to them a couple days later. Okay. Actually, Wickety Whack, I believe, is in the chat right now. We raided him last night. So basically, what's going to happen? I'm going to reach out to him. We're probably going to talk tomorrow. I'm going to tell him all about Astonished, all about what Astonished does, although he's probably learning it all right now.
Exactly.
We do invite them to a stream team if they want.
Of course.
So we do have a stream team. So I believe it's twitch.tv/team/astonished, I believe is what it is.
Yeah, usually it's
So we
like
have a
that,
stream
yeah.
team, and that just gives them a chance to kind of network with each other. They have a little chat in the Discord where they can network with each other. We are going to be opening a giveaway. Do you know what Gleam is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Gleam, that's a good way to build up your social media platforms. Yes, a lot of people are just in it for the giveaway. That's fine. You're still padding your numbers, so to speak. So we're going to do a $200 Amazon gift card giveaway. We're going to be opening it probably, I want to say Monday.
Okay.
And I'll get with Wiggity Whack and I'll be like, "Hey, what do you want me to promote on that?" So he says, "Okay, put my Twitch on there." It's already on there. You get 5 extra entries if you sub to Wiggity Whack, right? You get an entry if you follow him on Twitter. You get an entry if you follow his TikTok. You get an entry
Yeah,
if you
so
watch a
far, yeah.
specific TikTok video. Whatever he
Yeah.
wants me to put on there, I'll put it on there, right? And then we also have a couple for Astonish as well, so we can get a little bit of growth and exposure as well.
No, of course. That makes sense.
So we do that giveaway, and that's a chance for some exposure for the streamer. We invite them to the stream team. We astonish them. We do a podcast with them a month later. We call it Astonish Aftermath. It's where both of us are on cam. We have both of our gameplay up. We're playing the game, just chilling out. It's a little different than this, but we're just playing the game, and chat's asking questions, and he gets a chance to showcase himself, what he's about, what his goals are, what he does outside of streaming, whatever he wants to, he's comfortable answering. Throw it up on the YouTube channel. The reaction, of course, we throw that up on the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is not very active. We have to figure out a plan for that, but right now our main focus is TikTok. We're getting ready to start up the TikTok. So if he makes short form content, he can post his content, like whatever his favorite video is for the week. He can be like, I want that on the Astonish channel. So he reaches out to one of our staff members, the one that's in charge of that, and she gives him a little Dropbox thing. He dumps his video in the Dropbox. She uploads it. She puts all his stuff on there, like, follow this guy on Twitch, check him out here, whatever he wants her to promote. And she does a little minor editing and throws it up on the channel. And if the video if we're constantly uploading on the Astonish channel, then we're going to eventually hit the algorithm. And when we do, his video, the other streamers' videos, they're going to start popping off, and people are going to see like, oh, okay, so this person streams, so let me go over to their channel, and they're going to follow them there, and maybe they'll go to their Twitch or whatever, right? It's a chance for exposure for them on the TikTok. We'll do the same thing for YouTube eventually. We what else do we do? We have a resource package that we give them access to of just constant things that that Malice is always finding. My girlfriend, me and her kind of run the show. We kind of run everything, and then we have the scouts under her. But she is constantly researching things that can help a new streamer, or a somebody that's been streaming a few years, things that can improve their stream, things that can help them improve their social media following or platforms, things that help build their community on Twitch, things not to do, things to do, when to post this, when not to post this, whatever, right? A lot of different things in there, and the streamer gets access to that as well. So there's and here's the thing. Everything that I've told you, my vision for Astonished will blow your mind, but it all makes sense. My vision for Astonished Okay. We're doing hundreds of viewer raids right now. In 5 years, those hundreds of viewer raids won't be hundreds of viewer raids. Those will be 20, 30,000 viewer raids. Those will be the biggest raids on freaking Twitch. Okay. So the hundreds or potentially thousands of dollars they make now from the raid from all the gifted subs, which by the way, none of that goes to us. That's just you guys just being generous, right? That doesn't come to Astonished. Some people get confused about that.
Yeah, I bet.
The hundreds of viewer raids won't be hundreds of viewer raids. They'll be thousands, right? The amount of money that the streamer makes will not be what it is now. It'll be way more. We'll have probably so many wells that love to support this and try to break the streamer and make them cry and dance and whatever they want to do, right?
Yeah.
We'll have sponsors. We don't have sponsors right now. We'll have sponsors. Like imagine having a large, very known name, like for instance, Steel Series or something, and they're sponsoring the event and they're giving us a couple $100 care package that we get to give the streamer. We get to give the streamer free merch. We get to give the streamer personalized custom merch. We get to give the streamer a full rebrand if they want, or revamp or whatever, like full design package. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that we'll be able to do in the future that every single time that we do a raid, we will change that streamer's career, that streamer's life.
In life, exactly. In life.
And that's what I'm about. That's what I'm about, dude. That's why I stream. I stream to provide my community the escape from their bullcrap that they deal with in life. And to give them the, oh, Rakka's live. I can go in here and I'll probably get a laugh or two. And, my day will get a little better. That's what it's about for me. I've been trying to figure out, this will probably get a little deep, but like,
no.
I was in Afghanistan for a year. I was in the army for 3 years. And I got to that point a couple of years ago where I was just like, man, why am I here? What is the point? What am I doing? What is my purpose?
Yeah.
AstonishTV is my purpose. We can literally change the world with AstonishTV because it is going to turn into one of the biggest communities. And we're doing charities too. We've raised like I want to say over $10,000 in charity as well. Last month we did a Christmas event. We got streamers involved. We got Jobo, who's a partner streamer that plays Destiny. We got him involved. He came on and was singing Christmas carols for donations. And dude, we raised $3,700 for the Fisher House Foundation, which I never knew about until that event. I never even knew it was a thing. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
They have these houses that they built that they house multiple families. I don't know how many families. I want to say like maybe 10 families. And these houses they're built beside VA hospitals for veterans.
Okay.
And basically, like let's say my family member goes overseas and they get hurt and they get sent back over. Yeah. And they get put in this hospital, but this hospital is across a freaking country. And the only way that I'm going to be able to be near my family member is if I drive all the way there and then live in a freaking hotel for months. Yeah. And it's going to cost a lot of money. Sure. So what they do is they cover it all. They cover your travel. They cover your living. Like they pay for the electric and everything in the house. Like it's an incredible thing.
It is.
And since we did that charity, we're like, you know what? We're going to stick with 6 charities every year. And this is going to be one of them for sure. And we're going to be doing another charity. I believe it's next month. So we do the raids every 2 months. And then we are going to do a charity event every 2 months in between those 2 months. So every month we'll have something going on. That's what Astonish is, man. It's all about helping these streamers get the exposure that they deserve. And a thing that we're going to have to start teaching them is that content is king.
Yeah.
Content is king.
You need to put yourself out there.
Look how long it took me to get past the 10 viewer mark, dude.
Yeah.
It took me 7 years.
7 years.
And I didn't get there because I started making content. I got there because I started service streaming. Yeah. Which that's just a Destiny 2 thing.
Yeah, and others, because you got divisions.
You're going to find more people on YouTube and TikTok than you are on Twitch. Those platforms are way bigger.
True,
They're
true,
way
true.
bigger, and when you post a video overnight, it's gonna get views. It's gonna get views while you're sleeping.
Yes,
Your
exactly.
stream is not because you're sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. That's
But,
true.
like, that's what Astonish is all about. We raid these streamers every 2 months. We try to help them out as much as possible, um, and we just wanna see them succeed. It's really that simple.
And that's a beautiful
I just wanna see these streamers succeed.
and that's definitely a beautiful way to see things and put things. Well, I was not far from it. The vision of being a family, it's that, you want just to see the
Yeah,
other
most
person.
communities are families, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. No, no, kindish. I want to be
Uh,
polite and say kindish. Let's put it
uh,
like that. No, no. My point of view in a lot of communities, and I've been involved in several. I had my own, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna help the very best that I can. But I had the bad motto a few years ago, which I have me to blame for, is support is a two-way street.
yeah.
I don't buy that anymore. For me, support is me supporting the people that I care and I want to support. It's not a two-way street. Because if I support you, for example, imagine that I support Rakka or Astonish or whatever streamer it is,
You're not expecting it back.
no longer, no longer. And a few years ago, I was like, yeah, no, no, hear me out. Support is a two-way street. It's not. It's not. Support is you doing your best for the next guy. And if it comes back to you, perfect. If not, you did a good thing. So keep at it. That's my new view, my new me. I think I grew up a lot since the episode that I had in 2021, and yeah, it's about that. I think we make mistakes in everything, but most of the communities that I see around, it's like, yeah, there's the leader and the sub leaders, if you want to call it, and everything is scattered to go like a pyramid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see
I
that a lot, which makes me afraid sometimes to join or be involved. That's why I'm by myself. It's like
mhm.
I'm by myself because of that. But there are communities that I see, and for example, let me give you an example of one: the Vice Gang, which is one of the communities that I know. I know a few people there, the Vice Gang, which is amazing. They are like that. Also, a family that, but they want to support more inside of that group than outside of the group, which is a good thing, but also as is bad things. It's like you get one member for in every so year. But
Yeah.
I do understand because communities are hard to manage. People are hard to manage. So I do understand
So
that.
so here's the thing about Astonish. No, not that I know of. Nobody else is doing anything like this. And something else that I want to incorporate into Astonished and on the website is that if we're driving traffic to our website, people are learning about streaming. Dude,
Yeah.
there's so many people out there that have no idea we can even do this. They have no clue. They are absolutely clueless. And if they knew, they would try it. There's
True.
people that would try it. So we could give them the proper steps
The
within the
know-how.
website, like,
The
hey, you
know-how.
know, here's here's how you could start. Here's the different platforms you can stream on. Here's the different type of equipment you can use. Like just having that all on the website and then driving traffic to the website would be really good as well.
Makes
And
sense. Yeah.
I on top of the whole changing lives, dude, I think we would have the power to get people that purple check mark.
Well, because that is actually a thing, isn't it? I think people nowadays, and of course, I'm a numbers guy. I have to have a gold, end game into everything that I do. To be honest, partnership on Twitch is not a thing. It's not my goal right now. My goal is get back on my feet on YouTube, get that partnership, the full partnership on YouTube. It's my main goal for 2024. It's my thing. It's my idea for my
And that's a good goal, because that community will come over here.
exactly. That's what I'm actually aiming for. But in all honesty, nowadays I'm 36. I'm tired. I don't like to
Chill,
do.
bro. I'm 34. Chill.
I'm 36. I'm getting tired, and in this society doesn't connect with the person that I think I am, at least. So, with that being said, I'm not here to appease to anyone. I'm here to have fun, and I love doing this. This for me, it's my corner. I love play video games and stream video games, but I think I always had an immense pleasure to do these kinds of stuff. Just sit down, talk with someone, period, and get to know that person, their projects, their fears, their success, their failures. But because behind every success, it will be failures to
Yeah.
to learn. No, that's why it's something that we all said. But in all honesty, I'm here to enjoy this ride, because one day probably it will be over. Either because I get tired of this, either because I think that I don't have the age no more for those things. Can happen. I don't know. One thing I know, I'm a gamer. I love video games, and that's the thing. That's what I
Yeah.
want to do. It's play video games, and if I have something to share with the guys, it's perfect. If not, well, this ends, and I continue to play video games. But your goal, the main goal that you have for Astonished, that vision is great. Do not, and this is a request for someone that you don't know, someone that it's not in Astonished, someone that always see from the outside. Do not give up on that. Not just because of you and your self growing, but for the others, because what you're doing, it's beautiful, and this streaming community, content creation community, does need it, period, because we're living in the worst generation period on this period of life. So keep doing
Yeah.
that, and you are a freaking beacon of light, and I am so pleased to know your project. And well, if I could actually send some info for others, that's the info that I want to send. Check Astonish, check Rakka, check the people over there, because I only saw good things. So if you are willing and have the time, go there. Check it.
I actually had a pretty in-depth conversation with another Twitch partner. His name is Epic Dan, and he
Oh,
said he's seen a lot of things like what we're doing with Astonished over the years. He's been streaming it quite a while, like I have. Um, and people would jump on board with it, and then it would either fail, or the owner would quit, or there would be
mhm.
some sort of monetary thing where everyone's money, people were investing into it, and all the money was going to whoever was running the whole thing or something, and it just, they all turned out to be like scams and stuff. So like,
Yeah,
I completely understand people being paranoid about
of course.
Astonished, but when it comes down to it, these numbers, like if you look at the website, it says like, 600 subs, and or 2,000, I don't know what it is, but all those numbers that say, that are on there, those are what our community puts forward in the raids. Those have nothing to do with myself or the staff. None of that. The only things that will have to do with anything that's monetary with Astonished is what we bring in, whether it's from TikTok, YouTube, merch, Patreon, uh, Twitch, all of those things.
Yeah, there you go, Fallon. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I think Fallon
But
just said
But I don't
it
think
all.
anyone I don't think anyone's doing anything like this, dude. I really don't. And
No, no,
I think a
no.
lot of
In
people
depth,
look
no.
at it and think it's kind of silly, and they're like, I don't think you can really do anything with that." But like, I think we can. And
Yes,
Malice
and keep
thinks
going.
we can, and our community thinks we can. We can end up being one of the biggest Twitch communities on this platform.
Ever. Yeah, that's true. It's true.
5
And
years
so
from now,
we don't
I could
know,
be in
right?
a freaking some famous guy's interview talking
Talk
about
show.
the
Yeah.
journey of Astonished and what we're doing now, raising millions in charity and, changing all these people's lives, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that because I see the wheel there, and well, it's a well constructed phrase, but where there's a will, there's a way, right? It's like, so why not? Why not? If you're happy doing it, if you feel good about doing it, what's stopping you?
dude, when
So
we sit there in them raids and I'm on the other end of that, just like watching that, and like the streamer starts crying or just freezing up or
yeah,
whatever,
I
bro,
imagine.
that brings a tear to my eye, man.
Well, it's
It really
true.
does. It's just it's I don't think there's really a word to explain it. Like, we're just all thinking like, wow, we did this, we made this happen. You know, it's just it's an amazing feeling. I really don't have a word to explain the feeling, to be honest. Uh, uh-oh. Hello?
Don't worry. I think it was
There he is.
there. There I am again. I froze. That's magic. I love technology.
Quick, do a dance.
I'm quick
He
at
said your
fixing it
answer
most
was
of the
so
times.
powerful it broke him.
You're not
Oh,
froze.
that's
No, he's
great.
not. But I was. I was.
I mean, what we're doing is
But
powerful. Like, it is a
it is
very like, Astonish is a very powerful tool that can do a lot of good, and there's a lot of hate and a lot of really negative things all over social media and happening all around. It's nice to be
a beacon of light.
the beacon of light. Yeah, really.
I couldn't say it better, guys. This was eye-opening, of course, and really a pleasure for the first episode of On the Edge of the Universe. This time with the amazing Rakka from Astonish. I gotta tell you, man, what a pleasure, and it was really good to have you. My question
Thank you.
now is, who are we gonna rate?
Who are we gonna read? Do you want me to find somebody?
Of course, it's your
All
show,
right,
not
let's
mine.
see what we got.
I'm just here for the ride.
All right. Let's see. I have so many people live that I can't actually get to the
I
bottom.
believe. I
I'll raise some dude named Rakka. Nah. We don't like him.
Well, we can raid anyone that he wants, so it's all good.
There's so many options.
You type the name on chat, and I'll do the rest.
You know what? You said the first raid you saw was some girl. Was it Glitchy or was it Marvel Nessa?
Oof. I don't know, man.
Did she
It
have
was.
purple hair? Do you remember?
Mm, I don't think so. I don't think so. I can't remember, but it was a girl.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, no, her hair is not purple. I think it was purple.
Okay.
uh,
My
but I
memory
mean
is on
that
Nessa.
Glitchy would be like a year and a half ago.
It might be. It might be then. Yeah, because it was about that time that I first watched that.
Oh my god, there's so many live. Holy Jesus.
Don't worry, we won't tell him
You know
that.
what? Let's do glitchy. Let's do glitchy. So, chat, just to let you guys know, glitchy, who we're about to raid, she's one of the streamers that we raided. She doesn't stream much. She does more content creation, which is where I need to go. And eventually her community will come to her stream and she will get the growth that she deserves. But I put her thingy in the chat.
Okay, so any last words for the chat, the end of the stream, and any advice, really quick advice to new streamers and older streamers and people that doesn't know what are doing, and people that does the right thing.
Let's see.
The words of inspiration, if you want to
So the
call it.
one for sure, never feed into the negative energy. Just ban them and get it over with. If you even think that they're going to give you anything negative, just ban them, get it over with. And let your mod teams know that.
Yes, don't be afraid of banning
creating
people.
content on other platforms. I can't stress it enough. Start creating content on other platforms. Also, don't dump thousands of dollars into a setup.
Don't need it
until you get to the point where you're like, man, I can make that happen, and I'm going to do this as a career. Like, I've seen so many people just like, I bought a $3,000 PC, and I got a $600 chair, and I got this, and I got that, and 2 weeks later they quit streaming.
Yeah, because it's not paying for itself. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Metal actually plays on a controller upside down. I'm not even kidding. He showed me a picture.
You freaking legend.
He plays on the control. The controller is upside down, literally.
I would say why, but I don't know.
And my last advice is go drop AstonishTV a follow. You guys do not want to miss the next raid. You can mark it on your calendar. It is going to be on March 15th.
March 15th, guys.
Is the next raid at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll go live, and 9 p.m. Eastern will be the raid. And we will astonish yet another streamer.
Let's go. See? That's what I'm talking about, guys. Be kind, be polite, do the best you can for the next one, and that's about it. Rakka, was a freaking pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much, man.
It's amazing to start the year like this. Thank you for all the community that was here lurking, loving, chatting. Thanks for your community. Thanks for the crazy Portuguese people that is here and from Brazil as well, just listening and might not even understand most of the things, but I do love you. Eu amo-vos a todos. Eu adoro-vos. Muito obrigado por tudo. And este foi o Rakka da AstonishTV. So basically, go get him a follow. You'll see all his socials will be around his channel. You got this channel on the pinned. Oh, on the penis? Oh my god! On the pinned message. I always have to have a lovely line to end my streams. I love it. So this is a clip right now. Okay, I know that already. My mod already sent it to me. It was instantly like okay. So thank you so much, Phoenix, for that one. And yeah, guys, it's on the pinned messages. So do check it. And well, guys, thank you for an amazing stream. And next month we'll have another amazing streamer, amazing community, amazing content creation. I hope you guys like it. My name is SimuVersDan, former FK Flavis King. And it was a pleasure to have you all. So now we're going to raid Glitchy Siren. Let me click the button and start this thing perfectly. And guys, don't forget, be kind. That's all it takes. Be kind. And keep rocking. Let's go before we end. Do not leave. We have Glitchy to raid. Let's go there and be awesome. Guys, I see you on the next one. Thank you so much, Rakka, once again. Bye-bye, guys. Okay, raid out. Done.